information from a few different places to check out here. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in right here on the Sunday. Yeah, we've been going live a whole lot as of late. I mean, listen, news travels fast, so we try to get it to you as quickly as possible.
So people in Phoenix, from what we understand, people in the San Francisco area, people in LA, people in New York, and there's a fifth city out there as well, somewhere in Texas, I think. Be on the lookout because the drop is coming to a town near you ASAP.
Yeah, so they're doing pop-ups out there, from my understanding.
Yeah, same in Chicago. Yeah,
correct. But it's through the EQL raffle that they're doing these pop-ups, I believe.
Well, from what I understand, is cookie cutter to what happened in Chicago. You can do the location link, or you can do the scan on location link for the pop-up.
All right,
now let me ask you this question: do y'all feel like the scan location link will be better than just saying, "Hey, I'm in that location. Let me do it from my phone"?
Yes. Before I crash out again in front of the whole world.
He said before I crash out again. Facts.
If you're on location to scan the code, do not, I repeat, do not put in for the on location raffle. Scan the barcode on site.
All right, so here's what we got. We have Monday, it looks like we have the sign up via EQL link in bio. Now, this is not yet available. It will be available tomorrow, okay, at 11 Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? Now, as you can see here, it says in-store pickup raffle Wednesday, okay? So there's going to be, when you go in there on Monday, and apparently you have the opportunity to double dip. Not only can you do the national raffle, but you can also sign up for the in-store raffle as well. Okay. In-store pickups will be Wednesday, all right, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 12 noon Eastern Time. And then come this Saturday, which we will be live for, we have the online release.
Yep.
Now, I mainly want to talk about this online release because we all know here in 2025, we have the big old bad BOTS, the bots. What do we feel as though bot protection will look like? And what do we feel as though it should look like? So there's what will it look like and what should it look like? What say you guys on that? Because I have my own thoughts on this.
We don't know. We really can't say, like, if there would be bot protection for Undefeated. We don't know this. So I don't ever want to assume. Now, what should happen, there should be some type of bot protection. The real question is even though this is on the Undefeated website, if Nike has not gotten involved, they should be involved in providing that protection so someone won't be eating up, for example, 600 pairs and nobody else can really eat accordingly, evenly, or as much as evenly across the board. Let's just be honest. So we don't know. And I would hate to assume and dog anybody's website out, but we just don't know.
Well, that's why I asked the question in speculation. Perp, your opinion on what you think it might be if they have it, which Jay has a good point. Will they even have bot protection? That's a good question.
Well,
and if they do,
everything was funneled through EQL.
For the Undefeated release, it doesn't look like it will be. It just says online release Saturday. I don't necessarily think EQL will have anything to do with it. As it, the way they worded it, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, because typically, so let's go back to when this sneaker first dropped back in 2005, right? When they did it in store. They did it in store, and they had certain factions where they had online e-commerce trades, but those were very, very small. Where you had to buy the T-shirt and all that stuff. And so a large part of that was before bots even came about, right? Fast forward 10 years later, 2015, where they started doing massive releases with different collabs that they were doing with other companies or whatever. No bot protection, no bot protection at all, right? This was along the time of the rise of the bots. Now let's go to 2020, right? COVID, right? Everyone is forced to go online to purchase any type of articles, merchandise you can imagine, right? Now is the first time we see them doing any type of semblance of bot protection, right? They went with a third-party vendor that upped their security, their firewalls. They also did added an extra layer of bot protection. But I think in the 2023 drop, when they did some different collabs during that year, during the year of the SB, as we all remember, their bot protection was pretty much null and void. It did not show up. It was fired on its day off for stealing boxes in the back. Okay? Okay? It was not there. In 2025, it will not be there.
Uh-oh.
I said I wasn't going to crash out. I said I
Go ahead. Nah, crash out. It's okay. It's okay.
Undefeated has systemically had root problems with security and bot protection ever since 2015. We continue to see it going into 2020, into 2025, which is why I wanted to paint a timeline here of what undefeated and security really look like.
Preach.
This will be no different, okay? People, utilize each and every single resource that you possibly have in order to secure this sneaker inside of the retail side of the house.
Hello.
Don't go out and pay $1,500 like some of these people right now.
Ooh.
Don't go out and pay $950. Don't go out and pay $850. Don't do it, because you will kill yourself on the back end in the next month and a half. I promise you. We saw it. Jordan has been telling you this. Look at the Union collab, okay? We saw this. And I created a timeline for this that Where Your Kicks and J Elevate will tell you. It started at 15. It went down to 1250. It went down to 850. It went down to 600. Now we are looking at this shoe being a $250 shoe. Almost retail, people. All you had to do was be patient. You had one job. You had one job to be patient. And a lot of you blew it. Do not make that mistake once again with the Undefeated Fours, because history, if you do not know it, repeats itself. Go back to my coffee.
Damn.
So Where Your Kicks?
All right. I don't know if I can follow that up. It's a lot of energy here. A lot of energy here at almost 2:00 on a Sunday. All right. First things first. Bot protection. What do I think it will possibly be like? It'll either be a link that they'll reroute you to. It might be that little, you got to draw a box around a certain object, or you might have the thing where you got to, click on the pictures that match that one image, right? What should it look like? Well, what should it look like? What are the possibilities?
We want to scratch.
So I put in the chat the other day, yesterday, I said, there's a possibility that it could be trivia questions to get through to be able to purchase. Now, we've seen this happen before. I believe J Balvin, they did it once. You remember where the capital of Medellin, where's it located?
And
no one can spell Colombia correctly.
Everybody got it wrong.
Okay. No one can spell Colombia correctly. Now, it could be a fill in the blank. if they do trivia like that, it could be multiple choice. You know what I mean? Where they're asking several questions. You know, one of them could be, when did the Undefeated's originally release? You know, we know it's 20-year anniversary, so 2005. How many pairs originally released? I believe that actually no. Actually no.
37.
How many?
37.
70. I saw 72.
37 pairs.
We're going to double check this because I saw 72 when I was looking this up.
37.
Apparently there were 72 pairs out there.
Yep. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Real quick, Tyler, we are not going to go there with the brick by brick, sir. That is an anomaly. You cannot track an anomaly. You can only track history.
Tyler staying on business with 72. Yeah, see?
Bam,
72.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
I mean, go ahead.
Corrected. Not to cut you off. I stand corrected. For the T-shirt drop itself, there were 37. Overall, supposedly there were 72. But for the T-shirt drop itself, because Undefeated didn't come in a shoebox. For that, it came in like this little briefcase thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the disconnect right there.
So, I think in terms of with the way that they've worded this, okay, and I'm going off the way it's worded for the online release on Saturday, it looks like it'll somewhat be open season in a sense. Not necessarily equal. Obviously, Monday, right? You have the signups, and then you have the in-store pickups that'll happen. And I have the information here somewhere as far as all the locations. So this might be hard to see.
Vegas, yes, thank you.
Go.
That was the 5th location I couldn't.
So for in-store pickups, there will be Las Vegas, Phoenix, New York. Los Angeles pop-up will be raffling a chance to purchase the Jordan 4 in-store pickup. The raffle sign-up will take place. Will take place Wednesday, July 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time digitally via the link in the bio. Drawing ends on Wednesday, July 30th at 5 p.m. PST. Winners of the Los Angeles pop-up raffle will be given the address for pickup via email.
Ooh.
Okay. Please note, if you signed up for the online raffle, you can also sign up for in-store pickup raffle. If you missed the raffle or weren't selected, the Undefeated Air Jordan 4 will be available for purchase on Saturday, August 2nd, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on undefeated.com. So again, the way they're wording this, it looks like it'll be almost like a first come, first serve situation. But to me, I feel like they have to do something, because otherwise, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go 10:59, 11 o'clock, and I'm doing this from Eastern Standard Time, right? So if I do West Coast, let's just say 7:59, 8 a.m., by 8:03, that joint will say sold out if there's bots in there, and they're just allowing them to get up in there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like that.
I don't think you're wrong at all.
Now, we also thought it was going to happen this way for the Union Shadow Chicago's. And then a bunch of people were able to get dubs on those. So it could go either way, but there's a lot of people gunning for this pair. More than the 100,000 that they're saying is out there, obviously.
Go ahead.
I'll definitely say, hey, Regime, man, you know, Rajan, you're gonna be in New York, so man, you definitely will have your chance, bro. I would just tell you, New York is wild when it comes to sneaker releases, man. Just like Chicago, just like LA, you definitely got to have your fingers real quick, so you can go ahead and make sure you try to obtain your pair. Like, this is something that everybody wants, and I do feel like this is going to be a super hard cop. I don't even care if you got to connect, bro. This right here, everybody will be scratching tooth and nail for this pair right here. Let's just be honest. For whatever reason, this is a lot of people's grill, and we understand why. Jordan's first collab, I got it. We got it. But The people who don't even know the history about this is going so crazy over this silhouette and don't even know why they're going crazy over it. So the craze for this silhouette this week will be an absolute highlight for this entire week.
I got something else too. I got to put this out there while it's on my mind because I don't want to forget this. Okay. Real quick, I advise all of you that will be signing up for the EQL. Matter of fact, let me put myself on the big screen here.
Oh man.
Okay. Let me put myself on the big. Let me look right here and tell y'all right now. Call your banks and credit card companies now and let them know they may be seeing a charge come from a overseas company. EQL is located in Australia. Okay. Now, we saw what happened before with some of these EQL drops where people were getting their cards flagged, like the purchases were flagged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you have EQL Plus, okay, you could avoid that situation, but that's an extra $4 charge. All right. And they're also speculating that you may or may not have a better chance of copping because you have EQL Plus. We don't know. Regardless of that, when you go to sign up for EQL, if you've had issues with it before, or maybe you never actually even hit, so you don't know if you're going to have issues, call your banks, let them know up front, hey, this could be happening. I don't want to get my thing flagged for fraud or anything like that. What can we do so it doesn't happen just in case? Telling y'all right now, every time EQL on a big drop like this happens, you see it all over Twitter, whatever, about how many people got their charge flagged and the bank done stopped it from going through and they were SOL. Okay.
Thank you for that public service announcement, because I've absolutely heard the same thing, and I may be inclined to do the same thing myself.
I'm just saying. So for all y'all tapped in right now,
take note.
We here, we told y'all.
You heard it here first on a Sunday. J-Zam, I can't believe Atlanta or Washington ain't on that map. J-Zam, that's not to say that you will not, because you have to keep in mind the drop doesn't actually happen until the end of the month of August. So there's going to be a nationwide tour of Jordan Brand hitting cities across the country. So Chicago was first. We have the next 5 up on deck this week. The following week is going to be another set. So trust me, Atlanta will absolutely be on that. I can't speak for Washington State or DC area, I would imagine, but Atlanta, absolutely. So look forward to it. The other point that I wanted to state is, and I want to make a disclaimer before I even say this. I'm not saying that this will happen in the rest of these cities that this campaign goes through. I am only speaking on the Chicago aspect of the house. My little Jordan rep Birdie, I had a conversation with him, right? Telling Jay about it earlier this morning. Gave me some really great intel. There were people that were stating all across Twitter there were massive pairs of sneakers in Chicago for this. And that was not the case. That was not the case based on the handfuls of people that showed up to pick up their sizes. They were very low stock as far as the big sizes 10.5 up. However, there was an abundance of smaller sizes. Sizes 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9. Abundance of them. However, not that many people went for them. So there was a shit ton of leftover stock from the Chicago drop on the lower sizes. I'm not saying that this is going to be the case for every city. I'm just stating, if you want to hedge your bets and put yourself in a higher level of maybe hitting on the sneaker, maybe even look at some of the lower sizes, the smaller sizes, when that time comes around to your city, if they come around to your city. So I just wanted to put that out there as a disclaimer with a grain of salt on how the Chicago drop went.
Yeah, if you have EQL Plus and one of the features is if you miss out on your size, they give you the opportunity to go back in and try to get another size if they're even still available.
Why didn't you lead with that? That would have had me go EQL plus a long time ago.
So, well, I'm letting you know now. Hold on a second. That information has been out there for how long?
I don't really look at EQL like that. That's my fault.
I don't either, because it's usually EQ take this L.
Right, exactly.
That's what it is. That's what it usually is.
On EQL right now.
It's EQ, yeah. It's usually EQ take this L, especially on something hype like that. Listen, I feel like I got a better chance hitting come the holiday season from GOAT, like I did on the Travis Scotts, than I do with EQL itself, bro.
But let's be honest, guys. For 2025, let's be honest. There are not too many pairs where you can go ahead and get you a lower size pair that's worth even trying to really get rid of, so you can work your way up to getting your size. Let's just be honest. This ain't like 23 on back. So sometimes, mostly I would say these lower sizes probably not be the smartest deal for you. I mean, yeah, you might make an extra $10, but you got to look at what's really worth it. Now with these undefeateds, probably so. I have a strong sense of saying yes. You don't hit on your size, go for a lower size, and you can go ahead and start working your way up somehow to get the pair that you want, which is absolutely your size. So let's just be honest. We can't keep saying, oh, go back and get those younger sizes, because 2025 don't work like that. So, but with this drop, I feel like that opportunity is something you definitely probably want to take.
And that's the thing about it, Jay. That's a very good point. Really quick before you go where your kicks is, a lot of people don't know the history behind this collab. That's the problem right there. They're just so caught up in the hype beast wave. They're like, oh man, everybody's going for this sneaker, man. Okay, that means I got to go for it too. I got to add it on the list. I got to have it. But a lot of people don't even realize this was literally the very first Jordan brand collab ever.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. This was the first. Right? And so there's a very rich and devout history behind this sneaker and this collab. Now, a lot of people don't realize why they're going for it. At least know your history of a sneaker that you're breaking your neck to try to get.
Whoa. Can you repeat that?
Know the history of the sneaker you're trying to break your neck to try to get.
Oh, my God.
Some people not paying rent. You're trying to get this shoe, and they don't even know what I just stated right there.
Whoa.
What? That's a huge disconnect.
Whoa.
A huge disconnect.
You said some people will not be paying rent. Golly.
Bro, we know that. Listen, that's old news, bro.
Whoa.
That's old news.
Whoa.
That's old news. People don't pay rent.
Welcome to that. Welcome to the sneaker.
Pay rent, insurance, light bill, all that stuff.
They don't even know the history of the sneaker.
Oh.
You just know that everybody says they want it and gotta have it.
They just know everybody else talking about they want it. So they're gonna get it, then they're gonna get, okay, why does everybody want this shoe? Now that I got it. Now that I got it, now that I secured it, all right, why does everybody want it?
We see it every year. Like clockwork.
Let's go, Sneaker Tyler Radio. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Something here we have to let the people know. Okay. So yesterday during the live, we were talking about how come August 2nd, there are multiple pairs dropping. There are, but some of the pairs we mentioned are not actually dropping August 2nd. So here's what is, okay? So we know Steel 10s are dropping. And mind you, this is more so for the week. So what you're not seeing here is we thought Nigels were coming out on Saturday. They're not. We thought Air Max 95 SBs were supposed to come out on Saturday. It doesn't look like they are. Now, this is from Sneaker News. My man, besides he's sneakerhead, like there's 1A and 1A plus, in my opinion, when it comes to sneaker drop news. Okay, now this post is from about 2 hours ago here on Twitter. So we have Air Jordan 10 Steels. We know those are coming out the same day as the Undefeated'S. Limited pairs, about 18,000 there on the Sneakers app. Make sure y'all tap in this coming Saturday for when we go live for that. We got the New Balance 204Ls, if anybody's interested in them. The Giannis's are dropping. this week, and a shoe that I'm definitely looking to go after is these Air Jordan 1 Self Expressions. But I need your guys' help when it comes to this shoe. And why I say that is, do we see this going under retail or kind of holding water around its price of $185?
It's, to me, honestly, it's a nice kick, but you can wait. I believe everybody should
so?
hold their horses. I believe everybody should hold their horses on their self-expression. I mean, it's too much work coming out. Let's just be honest. I mean, if you want probably an easy dub, snag now. But I'm telling you right now, if you be patient, it probably will pay off for you guys. And I'll say that retail can hit at least that under retail can be at least 160 for you guys. Everybody focuses on, steel 10s, and most importantly for most of y'all, the Undefeated'S.
I think everything is about timing and opportunity, honestly. And this is just the worst timing, for the self expressions with everything going on right now. It is a perfect storm of sneakers, of some people's grails, some people's top 5, top 10. And because of that, it absolutely will sit. Now, had it not dropped in the middle of this perfect storm, right now, I would not see this going to outlets, but I would see it remaining at retail. But because of this being released in the middle of a perfect storm, we could see, much to Jay's point, this thing go under retail by a few bucks for sure. For sure. Only because of the time that it's dropping. No one is going to be taught. Listen, A Ma Maniere couldn't survive this perfect storm. What makes you think a self-expression is?
Yeah, but listen, A Ma Maniere is a different. You know what? We need to do a study on A Ma Maniere. we need to do like a mini documentary on the rise and fall of A Ma Maniere in terms of how the people view him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things where I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about A Ma Maniere right now. Like the luster of them is just plummeted.
Well, I mean, we know why though. I mean, there was a major catalyst that was at fault here, outside of the little fringe reasons of, change the color.
But isn't it crazy how that shipping issue was the catalyst for their drop off?
I would normally say
that shipping issue with the 5s and everything it took for them to finally send them out, to me, that was like, there was the issue with the 12s and the bleeding, right? There was that. Okay. But guess what? We've gotten shoes for how long that have had QC issues with bleeding from here and there. Even listen, Lost and Found, Chicago's have a bleeding issue when you try to clean them. Okay. Most people at some point will start to overlook that. But the shipping, how long it takes someone to finally get their shoe, that's a whole other story. Right. And to me, it just, with the way that drop happened, and as long as for some people, it took over a month for them to finally ship their shoe. Like you damn near charging $20 as it is for shipping, and then it takes forever for it to be sent out.
Those Fossil 4s were, oh my gosh, that was the nail in the coffin for a lot of
the 4, but the shipping issue with the 4s, I got them pretty quick. I didn't think I had much of an issue with the 4s, and in the latest shoe that came out, people were getting their tracking numbers pretty quickly. Now that could be because they didn't have too many pairs to send out in the first place.
Yeah, because people were like, well, we're just going to wait for it to drop on the sneakers app, because at least a lot of times we get discounted or free shipping and fast shipping for Nike.
Right.
So
the A Ma 4s are still sitting there right now.
Yeah.
Remember they restocked them. They're still sitting there now.
This is why I disagree. I don't think it was necessarily the shipping, because you just said it. A Ma Maniere is released on Nike. The problem is that with A Ma Maniere, I'm going to first start from current to past. Currently, we have 3 A Ma Maniere drops. That's too much. Last time we had another A Ma Maniere drop, we had another, 3 or 4 drops in the same day. It's too much. It's too much. So when you're releasing the same kicks like within the same day or within this 2 day span, people, it gets too much. It gets boring, right? We're talking about the colorways. Colorways is part of the issue. So when we're looking at A Ma Maniere, shame on Nike for pushing A Ma Maniere to do this. I don't really think this is an A Ma Maniere like, hey, let's just drop all at once. This is a Nike here. This is the type of silhouettes you guys gonna release, and this how it needs to be done. So shame on Nike. Nike is the probably one of the reasons why A Ma Maniere looks like trash right now. And as dope as the luxury silhouette brand they are, they need to tighten up their group shot when it comes to looking at different colorways and other silhouettes. People are tired of the same old, same old. For example, here you go. But now you're going to release an A Ma Maniere white Air Force One. Make it make sense. Hey, it doesn't make sense at all.
Don't be hating on my all white Air Force Ones. I'm not
hating on them. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just giving the facts where it is. So people are tired. People were tired of saying, okay, we're doing 3 releases again. No, man. They should have spread it out, Pauls.
Listen, just because they do 3 releases doesn't mean you have to buy all 3 shoes. And there's some people that may not like the Air Maxes, right? Or there's people that didn't want the 5s and they wanted the Air Maxes. There's people that might have just wanted the Air Force Ones. You know, you pick your poison with it.
This is why they sitting.
So Tyler, which ones did you go for on Ahmad that came in today?
He got the 5s.
Oh, you got the 5s?
He got the 5s.
Yeah.
And I called it on our live. I said the Air Jordan 5 A Ma Maniere will go for under retail. I called it.
Well, we'll see what happens when they finally release it there on the sneakers app. I mean, the thing is I showed you guys a screenshot.
Wait, so do we even know that they're releasing it?
Well, that's the other thing. If they do, because they said that it may be an A Ma Maniere exclusive only.
Only, yeah. So, and we saw what they did with the Dusk. That was exclusive only. And
the Dusk pair got released on there eventually.
No, they didn't. Not sneakers. No, they never did. That was
we'll have to go back and check. I thought they were at some point.
Because I chased that sneaker for a month.
Okay.
A Ma Maniere exclusive.
I'll have to double check that. Regardless, it was $225 plus was like $16 in shipping plus tax. So out the door, it was damn near $260 for that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think to myself, all right, you could order that, but you always think how long is it going to actually take me to get my damn shoe? You know, and then with everything else coming out, it's like, since they sitting around, you can go back for them. I will say this though, I didn't really hear much about this campaign with A Ma Maniere. It was just kind of like, it just kind of came up and they released it and you didn't really hear much. Usually in the past, there's like some type of buildup going on with the A Ma Maniere stuff, like a lot more. You see a lot more advertising and stuff like that for it. Not so much this time.
So I'll actually disagree with you on that point, Lewis, because it's so funny you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that point up because I think this is something we all need to discuss. I was just telling Jay earlier, we were just talking about the whole campaign and marketing around it. And I stated that Ahmad did exactly what they were supposed to do from a strategic marketing and campaign initiative around this particular set of drops. I've been seeing Ahmad everywhere for like the last month and a half. And then they took it a step further by putting their sneaker in the hands of those high-end YouTubers, Seth Fowler, Tony D2 Wild. They sent them free pairs and say, hey, just review the shoe on your channel, right? Mm-hmm. Give a fair review, but just review it on your channel. And so they wrote them personal notes and everything. And I mean, so they did everything the right way. But again, like I said earlier, everything is about timing and opportunity. It was just the wrong timing because they went head first into what? Undefeated.
Yeah.
And that just sucked all the air out of the room. And it just deflated that whole campaign. But as from a strategic standpoint, it was brilliantly executed.
And this is why I said shame on Nike. That was my comment. Shame on Nike. It is Nike's fault. It is Nike's problem. They cut their number one luxury brand out of the market. They literally cut them.
They chop
cut
blocked them.
So was that smart? Was that done strategically? I don't know. But if that was a strategic move, which I don't think it was, guess what? This is why those shoes are sitting on the A Ma Maniere website. And if they move over to the sneakers app, I promise you, I still feel like those kicks will go for under, not all, but I do feel like they will go for under retail, because there's so much other work going on out here. And not to say it's not nice kicks they're not producing. I'm not saying that at all. It's just way more other stuff out there. And again, 3 drops in one day, excessive.
Tyler just made a really good statement here. I don't understand how Nike can be worth billions of dollars and continue to not get stuff right. Yep. So here's why. Here's why Nike continues to undercut themselves. Because everybody is in a partitioned aspect of the company. Sales is partitioned from marketing. Marketing is partitioned from e-commerce. They're all spinning in their own hamster wheels, and they're not communicating. That's the problem. And there's no oversight to ensure that hamster wheel 1 is talking to hamster wheel 2 is talking to hamster wheel 3. It's the classic rule of thumb for any type of e-commerce business, right? You have to be able to break the cycles and make sure that these groups are communicating to each other. If not, you'll see a textbook example of what we're seeing right now. You're going to always undercut your own business.
Yep. Bananas, bro. It's bananas.
I look at it like it's almost like they are a victim of their own success, though. Because a lot of times when you've had a level of success and been number one for so long, sometimes you forget how you even got to that number one position. And you tend to sometimes drift away from what helps you reach that level of success. Now, granted, once you get there, there should be a strategy to try to maintain it, but you should always remember what the roots are. And we talk about this every week with the amount of pairs, the pricing of the pairs, when these pairs get released, what the advertising is, like, you name it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard of anybody releasing a shoe to celebrate a certain holiday months after the holiday has passed. Okay, like I will still sit there and just kind of, turn my head, like, how dogs do sometimes when they think they're confused about something. They just, it made absolutely no sense, none whatsoever.
4th of July in September, folks.
Or you release a shoe during, like, for a holiday, and you release it like a day or two prior to the holiday actually coming, right? And no one will actually have the shoe to wear on that holiday day.
Halloween.
Is the Halloween stuff. Even the Grinches. Remember the Grinch cleats from last year? Now, granted, it was great the way they did it, because what was it, Christmas Eve? They did that release, or it was Christmas Day or something like that. Eve. So in a way, like, it's dope. But at the same time, it's like, damn, it'd been nice to be able to actually have these under the tree for someone to unwrap. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
But look at it where your kicks, look at LeBron. When they drop the LeBron Grinches, what do? December 29th.
Yeah. There you go.
You know what I mean? Makes no sense. If you're gonna do a Christmas shoe, I mean, let's be honest. You should drop it either the month prior at the end or right at the beginning on the 1st. It only makes sense. But hey, it is what it is. And I'll be honest with you, when you're talking about those SBs, the celebrating Black History Month, those Those
The
SB
cowboy.
for the
Cowboy
Cowboys.
joint. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, like I think what they did was a great job. The storytelling was amazing, but why would I want to pick up a kick that dropped 4 months too late? It's a turnoff.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest. It's a turnoff,
Exactly.
right? I think they did a great job with the kick, but you should have just saved it for 26.
Yeah. So now I have it to where for Black History Month next year. And so next year, when you release the Black History Month shoe, if you even have one, when's that going to come out? July. So now I'll have it. So now I'll have it for the following year again. You know what I'm saying? Damn, David Bell, what's good, man?
David
For
Bell,
the work, appreciate the effort and energy you gentlemen put into speaking kicks and culture. Wow. Hey,
we appreciate you.
That's damn.
We appreciate
that's
you, bro.
a nice comment, bro. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. We try, man. We do our best to research, collaborate, gather this information and put it out there and create these discussions for you guys to be involved in. And we definitely appreciate y'all being here for real.
Everybody, man, please, man, we appreciate that. Listen, we're reading y'all comments. I know today we're like really focused on our discussion, but we're really reading y'all comments. But man, everybody out there, if you ghost watching, like, share, subscribe, double tap that screen for real. And I read Tyler, man, I was over there dying laughing. Yes, I love ASICs. I still love ASICs, man.
And don't forget to stay horny.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Hey, chat, listen, man. Hit me up on IG if you want the Stay Horny World shirt, man. Hit me up. Or I do have my other shirts available, man, for sale. Also, which is Say Less, Do More. Let's get it, man. Woo!
Stay horny for ASICs in today's conversation.
Salute to Tyler rocking his. He's wearing the black. He's wearing his blue one, his blue joint. Let's go, man.
We got a question here. Jay, do you review any ASICS shoes?
I have. I haven't done it this year, but I have.
Well, you the ASICS man. I guess you might as well start picking up some of them silhouettes.
I do like ASICS. I do. As a matter of fact, I got a Saucony. I got a Saucony video I'm dropping for y'all.
That's not ASICS.
No stuff. I'm just letting y'all know how diversified I am. I'm very diverse, and I'm looking at the kick right now.
I like the Hoka one you dropped. That was pretty decent.
You said, huh?
The Hoka one you dropped a few months ago. That was pretty decent.
Appreciate it. Yep. Donald Mays, let's go. Stay horny. It's crazy work. Let's go.
Jay, what's the inspiration behind that? What's the inspiration behind this shirt?
So
hold on, let me give you a little platform here. Go ahead.
All right.
Let Jay let y'all know what this is about.
Yeah, the meaning behind the Stay Horny World shirt is stay focused on you. Go out and stay on your grind and go out and get it, man. That's what that means. That's the whole entire inspiration, man, behind this term right here. Stay Horny World. Yep.
In other words, stay hard. Pause.
Whoa.
Lord, please forgive us on a Sunday afternoon where we have sinned.
Jay, you been working that finger out, bro?
Oh God!
Hey, I was dying laughing about that. Hey, I was dying working about that, bro.
Hey, that should be a snippet right there.
Man, listen. You know what's so funny? Real quick, I know we're getting a little sidetracked. You know what's funny is anytime we start getting close to Valentine's Day, the crazy ass workouts I see people posting on like IG and stuff of what they doing to get ready for Valentine's Day, bro. I seen the one where the dude put his girl on the scale to weigh her, and then he went to the gym and he put the exact weight on the bar so he could do and put the bar across his waist so he could do those hip thrusters.
What about the dude who was doing the hula hoop in the gym?
Oh, when he from the pull-up bar?
Yeah, he was
like, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. Perp, you ain't see that one, did you?
I think I missed that one.
This dude was holding on tight to the pull-up bar, right? And his legs are obviously suspended in the air, but he hula hooping while he's holding on, suspended in the air like that. And you just see some girls in the background just watching his ass up there. And I'm like, oh, my man getting ready. He's like, I'm out here to do some the helicopter. I'm out here to do some tricks.
That's a helicopter.
Oh man.
Oh man, that is nasty work.
Hey, we got a comment here for you,
Yes.
Perp. For the record, Perp's wall is winning. Hey,
yeah.
listen.
Hey, that's only because you haven't seen the rest of everyone else's wall.
Hey, damn. If I zoom in, I can't get that background right.
Everybody else's wall has some heat, man. Trust me.
No.
Yeah, but you got the whole like digital fish tank going on behind you.
Yeah.
And everything, man. I love it.
Hey, listen, here's why the digital fish tank is here. So after my weekend of hard crashing out, I needed something to calm my nerves down. So
water.
this is my Zen moment.
Be like water. Bruce Lee in that joint. Be like water.
Oh my God.
Shoot.
Oh man, I'm done.
All right. Let's try to hone this back in here just a little bit.
So
so I was going to say, so Saturday, right, we have Undefeated'S release. The question is, do we still think at the end of August, is it August 28th that we're going to see a sneakers app release? Is that confirmed? Or what? I mean, these are releasing on the sneakers app from my understanding, correct?
So my Jordan reps have confirmed it all on the sneakers app. But the problem is, though, they're not giving the exact date. And that's what makes me a little nervous.
So here's the other thing, too, though, right? With the sneakers app. We don't know how that release is going to happen. It could be a sneakers pass. It could be a sneakers scratcher. It could be exclusive access. It could be what's that thing where you got to go around with the location like they just did in Chicago? What's it called when they do that on sneakers app?
EA.
No. Where you have to go to the location to scan to try to cop. What's that called?
No, it's the same premise as EA. For EA, you have to be within 25 miles of.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
Talking about,
or it could be a combination of all those things for the sneakers app. We may not actually see like a draw or a Leo drop on them. Okay, it could be they release on sneakers app, but how they release on sneakers app is yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Now, if they do the one where you got to go on location. Well,
some people may be cooked.
Yeah, it's going. We know a lot of people going to be cooked out here and trying to get a pair of that in that aspect.
For real.
Real. Now,
so, let me ask you a gentleman question really quick.
Go ahead.
Question, because everybody's so hyped up about this kick, right? I mean, to include myself, I know it seems like I'm kind of like, I am hyped up about it, but I know you guys love green kicks. So, do you guys feel like the orange, white, black, or the green laces will be best suitable for this kick? Because I'm quite curious, because someone in the comments said, hey, I'm so disappointed we didn't get a real chain for this release for that hang tag. So a lot of people some people are a little bit upset that they're not getting that 05 vibe. They're getting that 2025 ride.
First off, if they're upset because they're not getting a chain, like, listen, just be happy we even getting an opportunity to touch this shoe.
Man.
Okay? Like, this whole thing, I don't care about no chain, bro. Because, to be honest with you, they only did 72 pairs back in 2005. 72 total pairs in 2005. And we had no idea they was bringing out this shoe. So, if your holdup or what's knocking it down is the fact that there's no chain for this hang tag, like,
what are we really
to me, the focus is wrong. The focus is wrong with it. Be happy they even bringing this damn shoe out. Okay. Now, if you want to go back to like some of our OGs that originally released with a chain, like the White Cements, Military Blues. You know, they gave us chains originally, right? And then when they brought them back out, they gave us a little plastic nonsense tag. I got you. But on this shoe here, because it's in that high prestige, nah, I ain't worried about no chain.
I'll say this: it's not a deal breaker, but I think for individuals like us during that time when that kick, released, people want as close as possible because I mean, again, the color code is not the same, gentlemen. Let's be honest, that color code is not the same. And rightfully so, I understand why. So therefore, we can differentiate from the 05 to the 25 pair. This is what Nike has done. You know what I mean? Historically. But it's not a deal breaker saying I'm not gonna get the kick. It's more like, man, you know what? It would have been nice if I just would have had just a little bit of that extra touch that I couldn't grab. And now I have the pair. It's kind of like saying, listen, hey man, just be happy, bro. Just be happy I gave you a quarter. Just be happy. Right? And I think just being happy isn't good enough. I do feel like that chain holds a little bit of like extra value for some people. And everybody's still gonna go for the kick, but just a little bit of that would have been nice.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, some of us is going to be taking a whole lot of L's. So if you're able to get the shoe in hand, I just say count your blessings if you can actually cop that shoe for retail. For retail. If you can cop the shoe for retail, count your blessings in that aspect. Color code. Okay, let's see here what it said for the original release. Says here we have deep green, clementine, black, sail.
Clementines are so good.
Okay. Now the color code for this one, actually, it looks like it's the same. It looks like the color code is actually, they're saying it's the same color code.
I guarantee you this kick
deep
is
green,
not
clementine, black, sail.
I guarantee you
but
this
it
kick
looks
will not be a match.
I'm just letting you know as far as what it says color code wise, what it's saying.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but we know for a fact it won't match. It will not be a match. We know for a fact it won't be. But who cares?
Oh, by the way, are they doing it in the new Jordan 4 shape, or is it going to be like an older Jordan 4 shape?
That is a very good question.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Based on what we've seen of the shoe, is it the new shape or the old shape? He said, Jay, you got to remember the old pair patina by now. Old pair patina. I don't know what he's talking about. Old pair patina. Do you know what he's talking about? Old pair patina?
You know, Tyler, I agree. It's just, I'm not knocking it all, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, for sneaker enthusiasts like us out here, like, I get it. But it's all good. Like it's not a hit. It's not a major hit.
Well, listen. So, I mean, patina's a given. It's 20 years old, right? However, like anything that you try to reinvent or you try to kind of do another incarnation of, it's never going to be the exact same. Right? It's never going to be the exact same color as what it was 20 years ago because variants change, techniques change, manufacturing processes change. There's so many things that change throughout the course of 20 years. And so I can see that color being off, much to Jay's point, because of those processes that have taken place over the last 20 years. Patina is always going to be a factor with a shoe that, 8, 9, 10 plus years old. Absolutely.
Yep. Those
So,
orange laces smack, y'all. I don't care.
so
what
is
y'all
this how this is the bag they originally came in when the
Yes.
72 pairs dropped?
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't a shoebox. People think it was a shoebox, but it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Okay. So this is the way the originals came. And I guess there's obviously black laces in there, and then you have a orange lace bag, and I guess that's green. Kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brian Miller said it's the new shape, and J.O. Kick says,
It is
yeah,
a new
you
shape.
can replicate, never duplicate. Facts. Y'all speaking facts, man.
Well, you know, it's like we talked about, like I talked about in my video that I put out there. You know, when they brought out those Wu-Tang fours, the Wu-Tang Dunks, you know, there was a lot of elements, obviously, to let you know it's the Wu-Tang Dunks, but there were some things on there that were a little different than the original 36 pair that they released.
Mm-hmm.
So in a sense, that's a way to maintain the prestige of the original versus the reiteration that comes out later on. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Like, because listen, for all intents and purposes, right? Look what it said here. These joints sold for $50,000. Absolutely not, bro. Give me what's coming out for $230
at auction. At auction. Let's
still
put that piece in there.
Still.
Yeah, but auctions are more controlled environments as opposed to just a private seller.
Okay, so remove auction. What they going for? Remove auction. What they going for?
Some people were selling them at that point around 18,000, 20,000.
See.
But yeah, I mean, who cares? I mean, it's a nostalgic piece.
900 times the retail price that we about to get.
When they brought out the Chicago bred high 85s again this year, right? They had forgotten how they made them. We can't forget that. They forgot how they made them. So processes change so drastically over the course of a 40-year span, a 30-year span, a 20-year span, that it's never going to be the same, right? You'll get as spot on close as they possibly can from a technology perspective and a manufacturing basis, but that's it. It's never going to be the same.
To that point, whoever thought that they were going to try to recreate a shoe they made 40 years ago? Name me a manufacturer that thinks to themselves, you know what? Let's reach back in these archives and build something we made 30, 40 years ago. No one thinks they're going to redo that. They're always looking to bring something new out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it'd be like, you know, Shelby going back in and trying to recreate the original Cobra, like down to the T, like engine, everything.
I'd buy that for $1.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like I'm sure they have a couple, obviously, like a replica or two around that they could do, but I'm sure something about it would be tweaked in some kind of way.
Hey, where your kicks? Look at David Bell's last two comments. Give me your thoughts on those.
I was going to say that as well.
Okay, let's see here. Will these be more of a problem to get than the upcut? Hold on a second, bro.
The last two. Yep.
Also, who's the king of collabs? So we'll answer this. Hold on. Let me start with this one first. The off-white. You know what? Damn, that's actually a pretty good question.
You were about to flame him until you thought about it.
No, I wasn't gonna flame him. I was not gonna flame him. But I had to think about this real quick.
Those are two very good questions, which is why I wanted them highlighted. Very good.
King of collabs. See, in terms of what sense though, when he says king of collabs, because now we got the caveats. You know what I mean? Like
categories.
So let's think collab wise. We have Off-White, we have Undefeated, we have A Ma Maniere. We also have collabs with who else? Travis Scott, J Bell. Well, okay, Travis Scott's a person. So I'm looking at it like brand brand collab that's not necessarily a person.
Why? So why would you delineate the two? I mean, I would put those in.
Well,
I'm just curious.
I mean, granted, you're right. They belong in the collab category, but I'm just looking at it like, in a sense, like Undefeated's their own brand, right? Their own store brand that collabs with Nike. So that's how I'm looking at it. So you have Undefeated, you have A Ma Maniere.
You can't put Off-White in there if that's the case.
I said Off-White.
No,
Off-White.
So are you putting it in or are you taking it out? Because that's Virgil all day.
No, Off-White is a brand made by Virgil.
Yeah, but
you can buy. Hold on a second. Off-White makes more than just Nike collabs. You can buy Off-White, like direct Off-White sneakers, Off-White clothing. So technically, Off-White is a brand owned by, who bought it now? Someone else bought it too. Because it got sold to somebody.
Yeah, but Virgil's the face of Off-White, though. Off-White would not have moved without Virgil's name going before Off-White. That's the point I'm trying to make.
But when Off-White, when did Off-White come out versus their actual collab with Jordan Brand? Or was the debut of Off-White Jordan Brand?
You know what? That's actually a good question. I can't answer that, actually. I cannot answer.
Because I'm thinking of it as in, like, when did Undefeated, yes, Trophy Room, that's another one, thank you. When did Undefeated come out versus them doing their collab? So we know they did their collab in 2005, but when did Undefeated actually come out, right?
Established, yeah.
Then you have Supreme, that's another one, right? We haven't seen an Off-White kick released in a long time.
Undefeated came out in 2002.
Okay, and so then they did their first collab with Jordan Brand 3 years later.
3 years later, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Pata, yep.
CPFM, Pata, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Damn, these Undefeated fours versus the off. Fuck. That's tough, man. That's a tough. Go ahead, Jay.
Let me answer this question real quick. So I'm gonna say this. When it comes to what's gonna be a harder cop, I don't think that's gonna be a hard assessment because, David, there will be less Off-White pairs than, in my opinion, there will be less Off-White pairs available than the Undefeated fours. So to kind of look at it in terms of how to break that down, that would be kind of tough, bro, to be honest with you. That will be kind of tough. Now, what would the preference be? If I'm going for preference, right, I'm gonna go with the Off-White Air Jordan 1. That's probably gonna be my preference. And everybody know I've been an Air Jordan 4 fan since a kid. When it comes to best collabs, that's a tough one. When it comes to collabs, bro, like, and takeaway, someone also said in the chat, hey, take away the resale value, and I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it resale value wise. I'm not looking at that.
Take away that resale value. Listen, Supreme, Off-White, that Undefeated, you know what I mean? They all had their time, but when I look at the grand scheme of things in terms of like quality, luxury, you know, Unions as well, correct, J.O.?
Yep.
I'm listen, and I'm not trying to be biased, but I will say this: it's a tough decision for me between Off-White and A Ma Maniere, because A Ma Maniere stepped it up when it came to to the luxury side, with the quality control, with everything. When we look at it from that aspect, man, that A Ma Maniere is a tough monster to beat on that terms. So
you're right about that,
and
Jay.
I think I just gave y'all that answer. So J.O. said yes, sir. I think I gave y'all that answer.
Listen, that's true. In terms of harder to cop, you're right. There's going to be less opportunity to be able to cop those off-white Jordan 1s. Here's the crazy part. See, this is why, you know what? This is one of the reasons why I love doing these lives with Jay. Because me and Jay are flip-flopped on this. He prefers the Off-White Jordan 1, even though he's a Jordan 4 mainly a Jordan 4 fan. I prefer the undefeated 4, even though I am a Jordan 1 fan first. It is a straight flip-flop on this. Facts. Listen, when I look at all the off-white 1 pairs, this pair coming out, it is nice to have, but side by side, give me those undefeateds. I want the undefeateds. Now, Perp, you stay out of this conversation because you damn near got all the off-whites. Okay, you stay out.
Hey, I'm here for the dialogue, man. You two are putting on one hell of a show today.
Lemonade off-whites forever goated. Yeah, Lemonade. Oh, the Air Force One off-white line. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. They're nice shoes. They're nice. What's better, the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones or the off-white Air Force Ones?
Man,
what y'all say in the chat?
Give me the Louis, man. The briefcase, the presentation, everything that came out with that. Oh my, wow.
See, my least favorite is those gold ones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Those shiny ass gold ones. I think between the blue one and the red one from Louis Vuitton, I kind of lean towards that red Louis Vuitton. But in terms of the Louis Vuitton Air Forces and the off-white Air Forces, I probably lean towards the off-white Air Forces personally.
You know what? Listen, Tyler just brought up a point, and that's a very debatable point.
What do you say? We have no evidence that we will have more or less pairs of off-white ones. So hold on a second. The evidence is the history of how these releases go. So in the past, when Off-White has done releases.
Where are your kicks? Not to interrupt you, but what did you just say? Go back to repeat what you just said.
The evidence is the past, how it's happened in the past.
The history of it.
Correct.
Been a running theme of this conversation today. History.
Correct.
Preach, sir.
It doesn't matter that this year's different than the past. First off, like, I get we're getting more pairs in some shoes that we thought we'd obviously never see. But based on the past releases we've had with Off-Whites, we see how it goes. There's the Off-White website release, and then there's Sneakers app.
Yeah, Sneakers app. Woof. Woof.
I mean, that's how it goes. Like,
So,
what other places do release Off-White sneakers though? Besides those two, do any neighborhood stores, have they ever had Off-White pairs?
2-0s, absolutely not. Mom and pops, absolutely not.
That's what I'm thinking. So you're talking about two places to be able to cop them from. Undefeated 4s, you've got these pop-ups from Undefeated itself, Sneakers app, and neighborhood stores. So there'll be quite a few more opportunities. Plus, they're talking about 100,000 pairs of these Undefeateds.
So wait. So let me ask you where your kicks and you, Jay, elevate this question. Let's just say, this is hypothetical, of course. Let's just say for the Off-Whites, they do release this year, right? And they're close to, the ones that released back in 19. They give you 350,000 pairs. They give you 400,000. They give you 500,000 pairs of these Off-Whites. Would you still have that same energy for them that you would have had back in 19?
Yep. You know why?
And tell me why.
Because I don't have a Off-White in the collection. That's what it is for me. I don't have one. Like, I ain't have a Union. Now I got one.
Tyler,
at least like to have one.
Tyler, stop it, Tyler, stop. We don't know how many we don't know shit. Okay, that's the thing. We don't know how many are for. We don't know how many are against. We don't know anything. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know when we're going back to the moon, but God damn it, we're going back to the moon eventually. Okay, so stop it. I love Tyler too.
So to answer your question, And Tyler, I'm peeping you, bro. I'm peeping you. I get what you're coming from,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I'm speaking on history historically. But I get your point, Tyler. Like
Tyler's name is gonna be Devil's Advocate. That's gonna be his nickname.
All day. DA.
The reason why for me for those off whites is not. I mean, yes, okay, it's hyped up kick, but take that out. I love how that kick. It looks so deconstructed. It looks undone. It looks unfinished. I love the look of that kick. So for me, I don't care if they have 500,000 pairs. Just like I told you guys, when it comes to the greatest sneaker known to mankind, in my truth, in my living truth, the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. I didn't care that this silhouette, restocked 20,000 times. I doubled up on 2025 because I don't care. So that look of the off-white to me, it looks great. It looks good, so I would like to have that kick in my collect.
Now I'll say this, and this is coming from so you two have given some really good perspectives on the whys and the hows. From my perspective, as someone who actually has the sneaker, I would be inclined to pass on this iteration of it coming up this year. And based on the fact that I love the way mine looks now, man. Like you see these right here. You see how they're white. Hold on, let me show you something really quick. You see that white crispiness?
Yes.
Like a fresh piece of Canadian bacon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I forgot these damn things were behind me. So now you look at what it looks like once you've had it for several years. The yellowing, the aging, right? That has really it's a world of difference what the picture you just showed versus this, right? A world of freaking difference, isn't it? This is battle tested. This is, and I wear my kicks.
Look at that.
Okay. So this, if I put these on feet versus what you get this year, you're gonna know who's been in this game longer. You're gonna know who had this longer. You're gonna know who's got these battle scars. Okay. So for me, my inclination to pass on this beautiful sneaker is based on the fact that I've been there, done that, and it's my ticket to deference within the off-white community, and that's just a different perspective. But for someone who's never had it before, oh, absolutely. If I never had it, I'd be all over it.
Yo, shout out to the chat right now for everybody being tapped in. Let's get some shout outs here. Jo Kicks, what's good with you? Kicknology, what's good with you, man? Harry Wild, what's up? Ooh, we got another $2 dono here from David Bell. He forgot they was behind him.
Forgot it was behind me. Because
nasty, that's around. Diabolical work, right? He got all this heat. I'm like, I forgot all this heat I got. It's all hot behind. He got all that heat on his neck, right? Yeah. Behind his neck, and he forget what's back there. So
we
much.
We appreciate you, David. We appreciate you.
Oh man, but hey, okay, Coley, you knew up in here. We're gonna let you slide for right now. You knew up in here. Ain't no DH Gates around. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
what's
sir.
good with you? Cleaning experts. What's good? Hate to lose. What up with you, bro?
Hate to lose.
What up with you? Hate to lose. What's up?
Hey,
what's up? What's up?
In a minute, man. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in.
Who else we got up in here? Mr. Swoosho 7. He said Off-White didn't get released at what did he say? FT something. FTL? FT at Foot Locker. No. They don't. I believe that's short for Foot Locker. Yeah.
See the off-whites. These were European release only during that time. So
that's true too. They did not show up in the U.S.
Only the Chicago ones and the UNC ones showed up on the US.
And then the one pair they haven't released yet are Canaries, right?
The Canaries. Yep.
Man. And the Canaries.
And we don't know if we're gonna get them. They keep saying we are, then we're not, then we are again.
I mean, they're talking about other colorways of these off-white ones, possibly too. Now,
that I'm here for that one.
That canary, that yellow fire, bro, fire.
David Bell says, should we really be saying Ye or Virgil? Just asking.
Ooh.
Imagine if they came back out with the Red Octobers. In this climate,
now,
in this climate,
bruh.
Hey, where your kicks is thinking. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a hard
Red
one.
Octobers.
It's a hard one.
Damn. Listen, there was speculation of them coming back out with some of these shoes, but listen, Kanye can't stay quiet long enough for people to forget about him in that aspect. So based on that, they probably not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
But if they drop Red Octobers next month, how many people will be going for them?
Oh, bro, if they drop you know what? If they drop Red Octobers, I'm gonna tell you right now, Red Octobers will go brick by brick. Who?
Yeah.
Red Octobers would be brick by brick.
That's a hot
if
take.
They drop those,
that's a hot take.
If they drop those, it'd be brick by brick. Who?
Because we already know it's going to take a hell of a sneaker to knock that bike 4 off the throne.
It really is. It really is. It really is.
So what do we think? What do we think as far as comparison toe to toe? Let's forget about stock numbers. Let's forget about availability. Toe for toe, these off-white Jordan 1s versus the brick by brick 4s this year for head to head for sneaker of the year.
Okay. I know what you mean. Masses.
Hold on a second.
Right?
Ask that question one more time, please.
Okay, sure. Let's forget about stock numbers. Let's forget about releases. Okay. Let's just pit the upcoming allegedly off-white Jordan 1, off-white white up against head to toe the brick by brick 4s for sneaker throne sneaker of the year. Who takes it?
I would still lean towards. See, I say bricks, probably by slight.
And I have a feeling why you're saying that where your kicks, and I'm with you on that. So, Jay, what are your thoughts?
Off-white.
Off-white.
He asked, "What are your thoughts?" We know what your choice is. What are your thoughts as to why?
Well, I mean, it's easy. That's an easy answer. So when we think about it, no, people cannot get their hands on an off-white. It is harder to get it. It was harder to get your hands on an off-white than it was this year to get a brick by brick. That's the first thing, because again, a lot of people want something that everybody cannot have and they collect currently. This is the trend, or even this has been the trend for quite a period of time, right? Mm-hmm. So when we look at the Air Jordan 1, like, I get it. You guys love Air Jordan 1s. I do too. No disrespect to them. I love them as well. But when we're talking about how this pair looks so damn good and how it will age, how it ages, this is a must-have. I would definitely say if I'm picking between the two, I would pick the off-white Air Jordan 1 2025 over the brick by brick 2025. So far, currently.
Okay. So with that being said, notice your focus was how hard to cop and prestige. That being said, well, those are the two things you brought up in explaining why.
Again,
did I miss something?
I did say the community. I said the community. That wasn't for Jay.
Okay. That being said, how the hell did the Anthony Edwards AE1s win Sneaker of the Year last year then?
Ouch. I'm offended.
Woof.
Okay. How did they win Sneaker of the Year? Because they were cheap, not hard to cop, but just the community was constantly talking about that damn shoe. Now, mind you, do we agree with that being Sneaker of the Year? No, because to this day, I still ain't seen no AE1s out in the wild. To this day, I ain't seen no AE1s out in the wild.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen someone on Thursday wear them.
Did you? Okay, hold on a second. When did the AE1s come out, Jay?
Shit, was that 23? End of 23?
2024, right? Last year, them things were out there like that. And you just saw one here, July of 2025. Finally out in the wild.
Wow.
That's a long ass time for a shoe that got named Sneaker of the Year to be seen one time in the following year.
Mm.
Hey, look, Bread 4s last year, I would lean towards you probably right on that. It's probably right, Nico. More than likely, that should have been. How AE1s, but there was a whole lot going on with the Anthony Edwards shoe. So for the most part, a lot of us just kind of let it go. That being said, it's tough. It's very tough because Jay makes very good points when it comes to these off-white ones. But then you also have the fact that technically this is going to be a re-release, right? Because they were released over in Europe, just not here in the United States. So there's that aspect. The brick by brick 4s is a colorway and setup we've never seen before. Much like when the SB4s won Sneaker of the Year. Never seen a Nike SB4 of any kind. Now, granted, there was a camp of people who thought White Cement 3 Reimagined should have been Sneaker of the Year, but I say the slight edge went to the SB4s in that aspect. And that was 2023. So it's going to be a tough call, in my opinion. A lot of it has to do with how this release goes as well. A lot of it has to do with how this release goes. Because if we think back to 2022, when we had the reimagined ones, I don't think we ever had a situation to where it broke the damn sneakers app for that damn shoe. The sneakers app went kaput. Not only the original release, but when they did the re-release on the sneakers app as well. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. You know, we'll just have to kind of wait and see how this all turns out. But I would say, shoot, did we even do Undefeated'S versus Brick by Bricks in terms of could Undefeated'S top them?
Not yet.
Did we even talk about that?
Not
I don't
yet.
even think we talked about that.
We haven't.
Could these Undefeated'S top the Brick by Brick 4s?
No.
Could they?
No.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
So the power of Nike Air on the back can only do but so much, apparently.
Ooh.
Nike Air on the back can only do but so much.
Even if you released them with the Jumpman variation, they still would not have snatched the throne from the Brick by Brick Force. Because we've just, much to your point, and I knew you were going to go there because I know how you think. It's never been done before with that bike on the bike.
Correct. Correct.
Never been done before. Ever.
Correct. Just like
Now
Jesse's saying.
Exactly. Now you're talking about a
new concept. Oh.
Yeah. It's a new concept, and that's what gets the people going. Okay. And
Nice.
you use the perfect example, and I've used that example not on our podcast, but I've used it in other conversations multiple times, the SB Pine Green Force, how it was different. It had never been done before. And of course, what did we ended up with? Sneaker of the Year. Sneaker of the Year across the board for so many people because it was so different. And then SB Navy Force came and not so much. But, but that's proof in itself that it was different. It was a trendsetter. It was a trailblazer during that time. And now we're seeing the exact duplicated effect with the bike Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester. So if it's
first of its kind. Yep.
The people going.
The first of its kind situation. Yeah. You're right.
Let me say this. It's a tough call, but I would say if you're talking about between Undefeated and a Brick by Bricks, that's a dirty one, but I'm definitely going to say, I'm probably going to say the Brick by Bricks, right? I agree with you. But Nietzsche over here, Brewer, he said, hey, y'all forgetting the White Cement 4s up there. I'm going to tell you right now, listen, everybody know the White Cement 4s is the sneaker of the year for me. That's not a battle or debate. But
maybe
I
for
guess
GR
the
of the
masses,
year.
But we're talking about
your account. Are you trolling?
That's Jay's ghost account.
Right.
But when
Hey,
we,
show this right now.
but when we talking about the masses, you know what I mean? I get it. I get it. But I don't even think the Brick by Bricks is number 2 sneaker of the year. It's not number 2 in my opinion. But listen, if we talking about the masses, respectfully, I get it. But yes, the White Cement 4 is his sneaker of the year. You can't change my mind about that. So yes, I agree with you.
David
White
Bell, the
Cement
letter
4 is
change
over
is
Brick by
something
Bricks.
new. Because, I mean, okay, where are your kicks? Have you ever remembered them changing that iconic Nike with the swoosh underneath ever for any collab ever in life? So, yeah, no, it absolutely something new. It's the first of its kind.
I agree with
We've
you.
got Nike XYZ, Nike this, Nike that. We've never
Correct.
gotten
Just like, yeah, we never seen Nike SB like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, listen, it was more into that shoe than just the Nike SB on the back. It's the different back tab, the purpose built, the comfortability, the shape. You know what I'm saying? With these Brick by Bricks, I mean, let's look at everything that went in there. There's the presentation, there's the campaign, there's the materials, there's the color.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, like besides this, when's the last time we got an orange colored shoe? The only one that comes to mind are those special edition WNBA Jordan 12s that were black and orange, the ones with the stars.
That's crazy.
That's the last one I can remember that had the orange on it like that.
Yep.
Right? So in that aspect, you're talking about a color that's hardly used. Okay. You're talking about a back tab we've never gotten before. Then shoes technically purpose built in a sense, right? Great campaign, box presentation. I mean, and we can't say presentation is not important because that's part of the reason why what elevated the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds was the whole campaign behind it, the whole storytelling and all that. So stories matter, especially since Jordan Brand don't even tell a lot of stories sometimes.
So where are your kicks? Like, I'm gonna push back on you on that, and I'm gonna sound a bit contradictory. Okay. But you and I definitely agree on this. I want to lead off with that. We both believe that storytelling is a huge part of sneaker releases, right? And the traction that they get throughout this process. However, and we both stated this on our One Pair at a Time podcast on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time.
No. 8 o'clock
for you. Me. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So with Undefeated, we haven't heard this story now. We haven't heard the richness and storytelling around this marketing campaign.
Yep.
Why is that? Why are you literally taking the first Jordan Brand collab ever, and you don't even tell people that it's the first? You don't put a marketing story behind it. You don't put a campaign behind it. You don't put an elevated propagandized purpose behind it. You just drop it. Oh, it came out 20 years ago. Here you go. What? Like, what are they doing right now? I don't understand it. Please, somebody make this make sense. Chat, if you have an idea, please chime in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It is not making sense to me right now.
I mean, look, we talked about this on the live podcast, which I'm dropping the link in the chat here for you guys. Make sure you catch us Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, One Pair at a Time podcast channel, man.
Only on this link.
Correct. We talked about why are we not telling the story with these steel 10s that are also dropping coincidentally on Saturday.
Facts.
Where's the story with the steel 10s?
Facts.
You know?
Big facts.
Now,
where's that at? Why are we not talking about just the whole backstory to that shoe as to why it's got that little toe cap on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree. You know, and listen, for most people, they disagree with me, but y'all know the Steel 10s for me is the sneaker of the month of August. That is the sneaker of the month for me, is those Steel 10s. Y'all know it. I stand on it. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. You know, but Nike is releasing stuff and not even giving people an opportunity to understand what happened. I don't even care if it's a little card. It should be on a paper, like you said, somewhere written on a box. Something interesting about it will catch people's eyes. You know what I mean? it will catch people's eyes. So, you know, I hope honestly that so many people focusing on these undefeateds where I still gonna try to cop the undefeated where I can get my steel tens, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want, but I'm a 4 fan, but I prefer the steel tens, bro. I need those steel tens. I need them, and a lot of people out there are not 10 fans. So hey, guess what? Move out the way and let me snag my pair. I need those 10s back in my collect. Most people don't even have 10s in their collection. I got 10s in my collect. And I love the undefeated 4s. Don't listen. No disrespect, but I need them.
Hey, David Bell said Jay's tripping more than undefeated. Stop it.
Yeah, bro. Listen. And honestly, David Bell, I'm not the only one. In yesterday's live, there were a few of us who agreed. And listen, I like the undefeateds. I want them. Like, trust me, I want them, but I need these 10s, bro.
So look at this. This is what the sneakers app has when it comes to these 10s.
Okay.
Designed by Tinker Hatfield during MJ's first retirement, the AJ10 made its way onto the court when his airness returned to the hardwood. This retro pair keeps the original's distinct upper groove outsole which chronicles some of MJ's early career achievements. True to its OG form, this edition combines tumbled white and black leather, blah, blah, blah. The Jumpman logo on the outsole resurfaces in dark powder blue, and even the original toe cap overlay returns from the 94 Classic. That's what they got on here. Now, that tells you absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nada.
It's insulting.
Absolutely nada. Okay. Like, we're gonna get to some of these comments here in a second, but this is again, like we've talked about this so many times, man. Like the opportunities they have to create some intrinsic value for people is just ridiculous, in my opinion. They don't do it. They don't do it. I don't understand.
Hey, David, we love you, brother, man. We love you, man.
What he said. All y'all was tripping, but I'm here for it.
Hey, as long as you're here for it. As long as you're here for it, we love it.
All right, let me scroll up here. Let's see. What did the White Cement 4s do different than Nigel's backstory? The bike air, the materials are the reason they are up there in a hard to pull off color. Come on. Facts. I believe you, Justin. Listen, in terms of probably GR release of the year, Undefeated 4s for sure are going to be considered. For sure. I can't remember the last. Well, there were a ton of pairs of these lost and founds, right? They were a GR release, that one sneaker of the year. So,
breaking news: they are pulling Undefeated'S from Tier Zeros for this release.
Whoa! Where'd you hear that?
You know, I got my sources.
They're pulling them.
Yeah, they were on the inventory order list, and now they're not. Interesting. The plot thickens. So,
does that mean more pairs available directly through Undefeated?
It may be. It just could be an indicator they're funneling a vast majority of them through Undefeated. Undefeated taking more control over these releases.
Low key, I feel like what is this? RM4s are underrated. Anyone agree? Totally irrelevant. The Jordan 4 RMs. I'll tell you what. They pushing a lot of colorways with them things. They pushing a hell of a lot of colorways.
Was that you that said a while back where your kicks that said you could just do a straight soul swap for those pine green RMs?
You could.
Yeah.
You could. Mm-hmm. You could. The RMs could be a nice donor pair if you jack up your midsole. It could be. You know, I mean, don't knock the people that like. I feel like they could have made that shoe. Listen, in my opinion, what killed the RM are these brick by brick 4s.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Because and here's why, Jay. Because when these Jordan 4 RMs first came out, they were the Nigel shoe, right? Remember the grandma's driveway?
Nike bike
box was right? And it had Bike Air on it.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, this was going to be the bikers sneaker that they were going to try to do, right? You had the skateboard sneaker with SB. Now they're trying to push a bike sneaker. Okay. They did all that only to then show that they were coming out with a regular Jordan 4, and I put that in quotations, regular Jordan, basically
GR.
not one that they did anything to. And they're throwing Bike Air on the back. Well, automatically, it takes a while for people to get used to something new, especially when it comes to sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, look how many people were upset when they went from the V1 version to the V2 version of the Jordan 1s.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while for people to shift over to that. You know what I mean? So now you're trying to get people onto these Jordan 4RMs, but then you're going to release another Bike Air pair in a regular 4, and they're going to automatically go to what they know. They go to what they're comfortable with. So that's why I said the Jordan 4RMs got killed by brick 4s.
I personally think the 4RMs, Nike just killed that kick their own selves, because when the RM4 came out, that green pair, right, that was super limited. And what did people do? They lost their minds, right? And then everybody found out that the 4RM did not come with the Nike with the Bike Air on the back, that they were coming out with so many other colors. Everybody turned their back on them because they were a GR kick. So which means they really did not like the kick at all, honestly. And then to your point, when the Bike Air dropped for the Air Jordan 4, yes, beautiful, gorgeous silhouette, right? All facts. But at the end of the day, people really went crazy over that first iteration, that Bike Air, because it was limited, not because they truly liked the silhouette. That's just my take on it, my little bit take on it, you know?
All right, let's see here. Jesse says, I like the toe cap. It will help with the nasty creasing the 10s are notorious for. I don't know about that. It's so far forward, though, that I don't know if it'll actually.
Yeah. I like the toe cap. Not for creasing, but I like the toe cap. I love the toe cap on the kick. So most people don't, but I do.
Cherie says Awake 5s might top the Steel 10s. Which colorway? Pink? That medium rare pink or the black and blue?
Medium rare. Yeah, I've never heard that before. That is diabolical, sir.
Cotton candy.
Rare.
Let's see here. Shattered backboards for the win in August. Yeah, I need me them shatters, bro.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not
mad.
Hey,
one's forever.
I need them shatters.
Not mad.
I need them shatters. I'm a big 10s fan, but I hate the shadows.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to them shadows. I gotta be honest.
Looking forward to those shadows.
I like the shadows, bro. I like the shadows.
I'm looking forward to those. JO Kicks, yes, sir. Raffle opens tomorrow. That's what we basically started this whole live about, man, is the fact that the raffle will be available tomorrow. Okay. In-store and online raffle will both be available. And if you're near any one of the 5 cities, was it Vegas, New York, Phoenix, LA, and I guess Chicago then.
Chicago's done.
No, Chicago's done. No. It was Vegas, LA, New York, Phoenix. I said Vegas, right?
Yeah, you said Vegas.
In Chicago
again, Jay? No, it's not Chicago. It's
is it LA?
Oh, no, San Francisco.
Oh, there we go.
San Francisco. Okay,
there we go. Yep,
I'm sorry, my bad.
Yep.
I was saying Chicago was done. Chicago was done already.
All right.
Cherie said the pink. So she was talking about the pink awaits.
The pink joints, okay.
That's what she's talking about.
I heard they first come, first serve on Undefeated. That's what we're trying to figure out. It looks like it's going to be, but we wonder if there's going to be any bot protection for that. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. He said, look at how you just said that, where the only change is really a back tab and a hard to match color. I mean, listen, sometimes it can be, sometimes less is more. right?
Mm.
Sometimes less is more. Sometimes those little subtle changes can make all the difference in people liking a shoe. I mean, and think about it. The colors we don't normally see a lot of are like your yellows, purple, orange, especially. Trying to think of some other colors you don't necessarily see like that. Those are the three main ones I can think of like that. You know what I mean? And so when they give us those colors a lot of times and it's on a fan favorite type of silhouette, it's like, ooh, okay. Now, does it work with everything? No, because what were those women's Jordan 4s, the yellows that dropped last year? The sulfurs. Jordan 4 sulfurs.
Yep.
Remember those?
Predominantly white.
They were black. They were color black, just like the fire red 4s.
Black,
right?
Black and white.
So if you swap the yellow out for the red, you got fire red 4s basically in those. But they didn't do too well. So it just depends sometimes.
Vivid sulfur.
Let's see. My question is, why isn't Undefeated getting rid of all their pairs via EQL raffle? Because that way it makes it easy to backdoor.
Well, I'll say this too.
Makes it easy for some pairs to grow legs.
I think honestly, that's not a. I mean, I can't. I don't have an issue with that. But I think it's the hype, man. We talk about marketing. We talking about hype. We talking about so many different things. I think the way they did it in Chicago with that kickoff and how they're going to do it in these other major metropolitan areas, I think it's amazing. I love the fact about the Easter egg hunt. I love this aspect of it. It's something different, bro. Like, remember, Tyler, like, I don't know, like, you know, what age group you're in, but I'll say this, man.
Tyler's around our age.
The best part about getting kicks back in the day, I keep thinking about is the hunt. You know what I'm saying? Sitting outside hunting for them. And this wasn't a sit outside, you got to camp out. This is more like, hey, Pokemon, find it. Hey, good luck. It brought back some fun to it. So I think what Nike did was perfect. But I know you said that's not what you're talking about, but I feel like I'm answering that question for you. Why they didn't do the EQL? I mean, hey, maybe they want to spend that money, bro. And maybe I am missing your point. You know what I mean? Clearly I am. But
hey, J.O. Kicks, I got my bomber on deck, sir. And it's going to be some sick fall outfits.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's another call out there to the Undefeated'S because it is supposed to be inspired by that bomber jacket. That's true, too. I remember reading that.
Orange on the inside, green on the outside. Yep.
I remember that bomber jacket. Yeah.
These fall outfits are about to be crazy, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Y'all saw that video I posted in our chat about the dude who I think he was making a joke, but he opened the box. He thought he had Undefeated 4s, and it was the Kraft olive 4s with some orange laces in them.
Yeah. I sent that, fool. What are you talking about?
Was it you? No, I thought I put. Oh yeah, my bad. You did because I seen it somewhere else too. My bad.
Hey, look, we're gonna change where you kicked from where you kicked 26 to take your credit 26. Hey, where your kicks? Tell me that wasn't the funniest. That wasn't the one of the whole week.
So for y'all out there that wonder what we're talking about, somebody put a video out there to where it made it seem like they bought the Undefeated 4s, said they paid $1,000 for these joints, went to open the box, and they legit had a pair of the olive Kraft 4s with some orange laces in them joints. So then he's looking at the shoe and he's looking at his phone, scrolling through, like, and him and his girl are there arguing, like, and his girl is like filming him with her phone as he's going through doing this, right? I don't know if it's legit or not, but it's funny as hell.
It's hilarious.
It's funny to see. It's funny to see.
Hey, Tyler says Perpy does the same thing to me, bro.
Listen, I do. Listen, the thing is, we send so much information back and forth sometimes.
Yeah, we send a lot.
What my man say? He said they should have did a tracksuit or flight club jacket along with the Undefeated 4s.
A lot of people have heard about those tracksuits lately. If you noticed yesterday's live, a lot of people.
Yeah, I did see that. The tracksuits. I wonder how. You know what? It's about time they could bring those back. They could bring the tracksuits back. I mean, listen, there's a lot of styles that leave and come back. You could do that. Because we were talking about the starter jackets, the windbreakers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about all that stuff. Yeah, they could.
But I mean, we've talked about this before on the podcast. You know, fashion always is cyclical. It always comes back. It just takes time.
Yep.
We, for those of y'all who weren't tapped in, we was also talking about the white tees on what was it? Thursday night, Friday night.
White tees, yeah.
Oh man,
Extra
the white
long.
tee era. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The extra long.
Yeah.
Some of y'all trying to forget that era, but we don't forget.
Yeah. I think that's one era that's not coming back.
Let's hope not.
J.O. said history repeats itself. You're right, but I don't think the white tees are coming back. I don't think those are coming back.
Man, you put a belt around those things, you got yourself a dress.
Man. I'll tell you this. You know, you were talking about the Flight Club. You see, Flight Club now is going to get into the collaboration too. They got, I think, 2 or 3 pairs dropping next year. I know there's a Flight Club 4s and the Flight Club Jordan 1s that are dropping next year as well. I think there might be one more pair. But now they're doing Flight Club collaborations. That's going to be interesting to see how it goes and who else they might end up doing. Matter of fact, speaking of which, do we get the J Balvin 4 collaboration next year? How about that?
Oh man, listen, because they've been teasing this ever since the end of last year. Remember how I've talked about this on the podcast, how do not be surprised when we get some out of left field, entries into the sneaker field this year round. I think that was one of them I had in mind when I made that statement. Free floating around out there. I think right now we're going into Q3, and I think around holiday season is when we're going to start seeing some of these pop outs, which is going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So please, I've definitely not put Balvin 4s out there. I haven't hung them up yet. And for me, they're like Pokemon. I gotta collect them all at this point, minus the ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, ones is too much for me.
Yeah.
It's too much for my senses.
You know, another collab I forget about is the Pierre Saint Germain, the PSG collabs. That's another one.
Yeah, that is another one. Yeah, I forget about too. It's a very muted collab, though, so it's easy to not come up when you're having these conversations around collabs.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many of them. And then there's the what's the other European collab we just remember? It was a Jordan 1 Low OG, and it was black and yellow. What's that one that just came out?
Black and yellow.
Was that the PSG?
I don't think so.
It was a no. Remember they also had the Jordan 3 not that long ago either. That came out last year.
You're not talking about the Paris. You're not talking about those.
No.
Because that ain't no collab. I don't
Damn,
know.
what the hell is it? They only mainly release in Europe. Damn, what the hell is that one?
Oh, you're talking about the Quad 54?
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go. Thank you, Alonzo. Yes. Alonzo, John, thank you.
Forgot about those. Yeah.
That's another one. Awake brand is starting to hit the collab. Yeah, I mean, Awake is also. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Awake. I'm interested to see how these 5s are going to do. I really feel like that.
I'm not gonna lie, those black ones do slap though.
The black ones are nice, but I feel like we have such a look at me culture that I feel like the pink ones might do better in sales for people to actually have.
You think so?
I just kind of had that feeling. I mean, listen, did y'all see the pod pod backpack, the iPod backpack? Did y'all see?
Yeah.
Is that shoes?
thing is
That's
huge.
huge too, right? Come
I
on,
think
bro.
it's huge.
That's the next hype beast thing that's coming up.
Yeah, just like the big red boots from a couple of years ago. Right, whatever it is to kind of stir the pot and be provocative.
We should do a hype beast item of the year come December when we doing our top stuff. Because look, we got Labubu, we got this drawing here with the pods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of a couple other hype beast things that are around. There's going to be enough of them.
Oh, it'll be something else too before around.
Yeah. You know it. You know it. I mean,
That's crazy.
maybe even the Legos you could throw in there. Maybe.
Hey. We'll see how long it lasts. You know what I mean? The hype over that.
Facts. Hey, listen, man, chat. We appreciate y'all being up in here on a Sunday afternoon. Appreciate you tapped in. Look, again, want to reiterate, the raffles will be available tomorrow with Undefeated, okay? 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 11 Eastern. Be able to get up in there and sign up. If you are not around any of those 5 cities that we mentioned earlier, you will have an opportunity to cop through the raffle with Undefeated itself. And then make sure you are tuned in this coming Saturday, August 2nd, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Once again, let me try to drop this link here in the chat. Gentlemen, please do so through your channels as well, so that for people who are watching through the different channels, be able to see it. This is where you will be able to catch us this coming Saturday only. So make sure you're subbed up. You have those notification bells turned on. It's going to be an epic day. Undefeated 4s, steel 10s. Man, it's going to be a day.
It's going to be a lit week. And shoot, you may see some of us pop up on here throughout the week, too. You just never know what you're going to get.
That's true, too. So if you're new up in here, please go ahead and subscribe to myself and our guy, Jay Elevate, and we're going to leave Purple alone today. We're going to leave him alone. All right.
On the seventh day, he rested.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, the lives have been lucky, but man, forget about that now. The lives have been lit. Man, chat, man, y'all have been going.
Facts.
Damn.
Appreciate y'all being up in here, man. 100%.
Yep.
Jay, Perp, you got anything before we go ahead and roll on out of here?
Hey, chat, man, y'all been litty, man, the last week or so, man. We want y'all to keep that same energy, man, because the same energy y'all bring to the chat, man, is the same energy we gave y'all back. And y'all tolerated my crash out today, too. So I definitely appreciate the patience with that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we got the rest of the afternoon, man, for you get ready, mentally prepared for the upcoming week, because it's going to be one to be mentally prepared for. So go ahead, do your thing, have a safe, enjoyable rest of your weekend, man, and get ready for this work that's about to come your way next week.
Yes, sir.
Jay?
Chat, without y'all, this is not possible, man. We cannot stress this enough. The One Pair at a Time podcast is all of us together, but we have our separate channels, right? So just make sure, you guys see, definitely go ahead, subscribe to Where Your Kicks 26 and to my channel, Jay Elevate. We have different opinions. Sometimes we match. Sometimes we don't. This is why we get together and we talk about the history kicks. And you guys absolutely drop y'all knowledge in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Listen, like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. You know the mob.
This guy. Jay's had some rest, so he ready to put in that work today. That's why he was using his fingers yesterday.
Oh,
said, I'm building up this energy for today. Going all in. All in. All's deep.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all being up in here. Catch us. Make sure, like I said, notification bells on, because you never know when you may catch us. We are out. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday.